Today's date is August 20. Sorry. Today's date is August 28th. The time is 10:19. This is started at the deposition of Michael Falk, in re Shannon Falk, in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court, Northern District of California. Case number is 07-10865. We are located at Cal North Reporting Services in Santa Rosa. My name is Sharon Galindo. I have been retained by Mike Tunick Videography in Runner Park. The phone number is 707-792-2488. Would counsel present please introduce yourselves? Our court reporter can now administer the oath.
David Chandler for Shannon Falk.
Kevin Fitzpatrick, representative of Richard Sachs' office, Shannon Falk.
Shannon Falk.
Would you raise your right hand? And the testimony that you're about to give, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Absolutely.
Mr. Falk, can you please state your full name
Michael Thomas Falk.
and your address, sir?
My residence or my mailing address?
Both.
My residence address is 8067 Maple Avenue in Forestville. And my mailing address is P.O. Box 1354 in Forestville.
And how long have you resided on Maple Avenue?
Since May of last year.
2006?
That would be last year?
Since May of 2006?
Yeah.
Are you employed, sir?
Yeah. I'm self-employed. I'm a real estate agent, so I'm actually an independent contractor.
Okay. And who are you contracted with?
Keller Williams?
Is that a real estate broker?
Yes.
And who's your broker?
Eileen Morelli?
Are you currently selling real estate?
I haven't closed a deal in over 2 years.
Do you have any listings?
Nope.
Do you do mortgages?
Nope.
Have you ever done mortgages?
Nope.
You've never brokered a mortgage?
No.
How long have you been licensed as a sales associate?
Since October 31st, 1989.
Now, did you have occasion to file a petition for relief under Title 11 of the United States Code in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have an attorney with you today?
I do not.
Do you have an attorney that you've retained with respect to this case?
For the bankruptcy?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is that?
Michael Fallon.
And why isn't he here today?
He told me that he didn't feel I needed to be represented here.
And you have decided to come and not be represented? Is that right?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm here. I don't know that I'm 100% comfortable with that, but, you know.
Did Mr. Fallon tell you he couldn't be here, or he just didn't feel it was necessary?
He told me he didn't feel it was necessary.
And you understand you have a right to have counsel present here with you today. You understand that?
I suppose so.
Okay. Now, you filed a case pursuant to Chapter 13 of the Bankruptcy Code on July 19th, 2007. Isn't that correct?
I would have to look at the document. If it's what it says there, then that's what I did.
I'll show you the document.
Well, I don't see my signature on it, but I believe we did that, yes.
And did you understand at the time you filed it there was a debt limitation on Chapter 13?
I did not.
Did you know what your debts were the day you filed it?
No.
Did you know the balances on mortgages the day you filed it?
Not specific balances.
Okay. Now, you scheduled in your filing Greenpoint Savings having a secured claim of $231,442. You recall that?
I suppose so, yes.
Excuse me?
I suppose so, yes.
Okay, is your answer yes?
Yes, there is a secondary financing on a personal residence with Greenpoint
Okay.
Mortgage.
You scheduled a debt to Redwood Credit Union in the amount of $12,024 as secured by an automobile. Do you recall that?
I suppose so,
Is
yes.
that correct?
Yeah.
You scheduled a secured debt to World Savings and Loan in the amount of $557,482. Is that correct?
Yes.
You scheduled a second World Savings Loan secured in the amount of $332,663. Is that correct?
Secure against what property?
It doesn't say.
Well, we do have a second mortgage, not a second mortgage, but a second property with a loan to World Savings. So that would most likely be that. The sum doesn't seem to be correct, but I thought it was only $317,000.
You think it's $317,000?
That was my recollection. I don't have exact figures. So,
Other than those four secured debts, at the time you filed, did you have any other secured debt?
secured debt?
Yes.
Against, what do you mean secured?
Secured by anything, real property, personal property, any kind of secured debt.
Could you explain to me what some of those things would be?
Do you understand what a secured obligation is?
In some sense, yeah, like my mortgage.
Yes.
So I have no other mortgages.
You have no other mortgages.
No other mortgages.
Do you have any other debts that are secured by real property that are not a mortgage, like a lien, a judgment
No.
lien? How about a...
There are, I guess, does my family law attorney's lien, would that be something?
Okay, and how much is that?
I believe it was for $30,000.
Is there a family law attorney's lien for Shannon Falk's attorneys?
I believe there is.
And how much is that?
You would have to ask her.
I'm asking you. You
I don't know.
All right. Let's talk about Greenpoint for a while. The Greenpoint
Yes, let's talk about Greenpoint for a
loan
while.
is a loan secured by real property on Malone Road. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And when was that? That was a home equity line of credit?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
And arranged that for you?
I'm not sure.
Did Harry Coffey?
I'm not sure.
Is Harry Coffey a friend of yours?
He is.
How long have you known Mr. Coffey?
I would say since the early to mid 1990s.
Has he done any other loans for you?
He has.
Which loans has he done for you?
I could not specifically give you that information.
Well, let's talk about the last one he did for you.
I do not recollect.
How many has he done?
I do not have a specific number.
What's your best estimate of how many loans he's done for you?
Well, we owned 4 properties. I would say he probably was the arranger for most of those. And we did numerous refinances. I mean, I do not have a specific number. I couldn't guess.
And was he with Investors Trust the whole time?
No.
Who was he with when you did the loans with him?
Well, I'm not positive about the years, but I know he worked with, I think, American Savings, and, I believe there was somebody in between, but I don't recollect.
Did you do any of these loans through Investors Trust?
I did.
How many?
I don't have a specific number.
Do you have a best estimate?
I do not.
The Greenpoint Savings loan, how much was that originally?
It was a line of credit with a maximum limit of $200,000.
How did the balance get to $231,000?
Shannon and I spent many years living well beyond our means. And during that time, being a commissioned salesman, my income would fluctuate. So we had a habit of refinancing properties, paying down debt, and moving forward until our debt reaccumulated when we would do the thing again in a rising real estate market.
Would you like me to ask the question again? How did the $200,000 line of credit get to have a balance of $231,442?
We paid down community debt with that.
Did you draw beyond the limit?
No,
Is that accrued interest?
it is.
So you didn't pay payments for some period of time, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, it'd be easier if you just answered the question first time. When's the last payment you made on the Greenpoint
I
loan?
do not recollect.
Who is Jasper Jameson?
He was a gentleman who had made a full price offer on our family residence.
When did you first meet Mr. Jameson?
I've never met Mr. Jameson.
Now, the Greenpoint mortgage, $200,000 line of credit, you pulled the $200,000 all at one time, correct?
I do not recollect.
Where did you put the money?
We paid down community debt with that.
Where did
Where
you
did you
put
put
the
it?
I
money?
do not recollect.
Did you put it into a bank account?
I do not recollect.
Do you have a bank account?
Do I have a bank account
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you have one then?
Yes.
Same account?
No.
Did you get the $200,000 credit line funded direct from escrow?
I do not recollect.
What title company did you use?
I believe it was Fidelity.
Yes.
Did you normally use Fidelity to close your loans?
I did many with them.
Have you used other title companies?
I believe so.
Which ones?
I do not recollect.
First American?
It's possible.
Do you have any records that would indicate that?
No.
Where's the records for these?
When I moved out of the family residence, I left all the records with my ex-wife. So she is in possession of all those records.
Did you sign a loan application for the Greenpoint mortgage loan?
I would imagine.
Did Shannon Falk sign a loan application for the
Yeah,
Greenpoint loan?
did she?
I do not recollect.
You filed a motion for relief from stay in the bankruptcy court in this particular case, isn't that correct?
I'm not sure what that means.
On or about July 31, 2007, you filed a motion for permission of the bankruptcy court to go back to the Superior Court to have certain issues adjudicated,
Oh,
correct?
yes, that would be correct.
Okay. And you've withdrawn that motion, right?
I'm not positive. I do not know the answer to that. I believe so. I can't be positive.
And why did you withdraw it?
I thought it was denied.
Are you currently married to Shannon Falk?
I'm not.
Has the issue of the property division and the marital status been bifurcated?
I believe so.
When were you married to Miss Falk?
I got married in 1989,
And what was the date?
September 9th.
And you since have separated, correct?
Yes.
And when did that occur?
It would have been. It was a process. Began in late 2005.
Late 2005? Prior to separating, you owned property with Shannon Falk, did you not?
That's correct.
Can you tell me what you owned together?
We owned our personal residence.
The Malone Road? Okay, what else?
And a few rental properties.
Where were the rental properties?
One was a condominium that has since been sold.
And what was the address?
2791 McBride, I think.
Okay. And what else?
We owned another rental house that has since been sold
And where was that located?
at 2570 Laguna Road.
Anything else?
There's another rental property at 441 Tracy Avenue. And we probably had our names on each other's vehicle loans. That might.
Did you own any other assets together?
Not that I can recollect.
Prior to coming here today, did you review any records?
Not particularly.
Did you have an opportunity to discuss this examination with Mr. Fallon?
Yes.
And you understand that your testimony today is being taken down by a videographer as well as a stenographer, and that there'll be a permanent record of everything that's said here today. You understand that, correct?
I do understand.
Okay. And you understand you're under oath?
I do understand.
Okay. So you think maybe the vehicle loans were in each other's names?
They may have been. I do not recollect.
And what kind of vehicle did you have that had a loan on it?
I had a 1998 Durango.
Anything else?
No.
What kind of vehicle did she have?
She had a Jeep Cherokee.
And who were the lenders?
Hers was Chrysler Financial. And the Durango had been paid off.
Okay. The rental, the condo, when was it sold?
I don't have the dates. Shannon would have those in her closing statements.
What year?
Probably 2006.
Early, late?
I don't recollect.
Who'd you sell it to?
But I have no idea. I think it was, I don't know.
Any net proceeds out of the sale?
There are none left.
Were there net proceeds out of the sale?
I believe there were.
What happened?